Welcome to Callawegin Fly Fishing with Robert Smart. Now, here's Robert.
Greetings. Today we're going to tie a fly that's based on the Isonychia. I can't remember the name, so we just call it Incha Alla. My brother came up with that name and I don't know where he got it. It's a ratty fly with a deer hair body, grizzly tail, and grizzly parachute hackle with a black thorax. You can tie it from anywhere between a 20 all the way up to a 14. It works very well. I use it here in Missouri, and I've used it out west, and more often than not the trout will hit it when they're hitting nothing else. Since it's such a ratty fly, it's forgiving when you tie it. You can make some mistakes and it really doesn't make any difference. So here we go. We're going to tie the Incha Alla. Okay, this is the Incha Alla. I'm tying on a size 16. Start our thread. Snip off the tag line. Run our thread all the way back to the bend. Give a base to tie on. Now we're going to tie on the tail. Use grizzly hackle barbs. Want that tail about the length of the shank. A couple of loose wraps and hold the tail on top and straight. It's about right. Build up a little base here on the front. Now we're going to tie the body on using some deer hair. This is the tricky part. It's going to be ratty, which is what we want, but we also want it to be fairly uniform. Okay, wrap the deer hair around the shank, a couple loose wraps, snug it up. Now we want a cross pattern as we bring our thread back. Then forward to make the cross. Like that. Now, I want to cut the back end off pretty tight. Try not to cut your tail while you're doing this, which I do all the time. Yeah. And trim that up a little. That's not too bad. Now we trim this. Well, first I'm going to bring my thread to the front. Like that. Then trim that front a little tighter. See? It's about what we want. 2 little puffs, front and the back. Okay, next we're going to tie on the post. Just going to use a strip of foam from a sheet of foam, because I can't ever find those tubular foam pre-made pieces, but this will work just as well. Put that on the top, a few wraps so it's good and tight, and tie that front end down real good. I'll build the base up a little in the front of it. And bring a couple wraps around the back. Hold that forward. Now we're going to tie on our hackle that we're going to use for the parachute. Tie the end on the front, couple wraps on the back. That ought to hold it. Okay, now with our thread behind the post, we're going to use some black dubbing to make the thorax. Couple wraps on the back, on the front, and a couple wraps to just hold it down good. Now, using the hackle pliers, we'll make the parachute. Several wraps as close to the base as you can get it. Now I'm just going to snug that up carefully so it compresses the foam, and we're going to capture the end of that feather. And then clip off the end. Get rid of some of them barbs around the eye. And we'll build that head up a little bit. You want kind of a bulge in the front so we can whip finish it. Now we take our whip finisher, and give it 4 or 5 wraps. Snug that up a little. We cut off our thread. Trim that out of the way. Now we cut off the post. There. Now we're going to put some head cement on the thorax and right behind the eye, hold it all together. Now it'll hold it. And there we have it. Incha Alla. Kind of ratty looking. But the trout love it. Good luck.
Thanks for watching.